The freedom movement in Punjab has garnered substantial international attention this time. The spotlight is now on the Sikh struggle for freedom, capturing global interest. India's position in international politics has been severely impacted ever since Prime Minister Trudeau disclosed evidence of Indian agencies' involvement in the assassination of Sikh leader Hardeep Singh Nijjer on Canadian soil.
Well, you know, that's a cogent question. As you know, I made a statement on this months ago, and I'm glad that the Prime Minister of Canada has finally found his tongue and is speaking up as he should have long before now. But to his credit, he's now finally doing that. And he's now said officially that there are credible allegations that agents of the Indian government were involved in this killing. There are even reports that the Canadian government has information from the Five Eyes Alliance supporting their conclusions. If the Canadian government knew ahead of time that this man was indeed a target of assassination, they should have taken measures to protect him. And now the very least they can do is to follow the facts and find his killers. And the Biden administration should do everything in our power to help ascertain the truth. And if it's proven that the national government of India had any direct or indirect connection to this outrage, they should be held accountable by the entire world.
Trent Franks, a former member of the American Congress, has once again criticized India for its lack of respect for the sovereignty of other nations and failure to comply with international treaties and laws.
But we are also growing faster.
In his statement, Franks referred to Nijjer as a religious and Khalistan leader who fought for the freedom of his people. He acknowledged that people of Indian origin residing in India and Canada may hold ideological differences with Nijjer, but emphasized that no one had the right to take his life.
Well, you know, there are very few American ideals that are more basic to human freedom than freedom of speech and freedom of religion. Nijjer was a religious leader in the Khalistan movement to establish an independent Sikh state in the Punjab region in India. People had every right in India and Canada to disagree with him, but no one had the right to kill the man for speaking up for something he believed in. And sometimes I just think we have to step back and look at the human side of this tragedy. Hardeep Nijjer immigrated to Canada in his early 20s. He got married, he had 2 sons, became a plumber, and he became a Canadian citizen. He lived peacefully in Canada for 25 years. He's never been convicted in any court of law in either India or Canada. He said in writing to the Canadian Prime Minister himself that he's never believed in, supported, or been involved in any violent activity. And yet, while the man standing out in front of his own place of worship, calling his son on the phone, telling him he's coming home for dinner, 6 evil thugs in what appears to be a very sophisticated operation got out of 2 cars and murdered this man in cold blood. They shot him 34 times. And now his place at his family's dinner table is empty. And the world must not now hide our face or look the other way.
According to Trent Franks, Nijjer has been living in Canada for the past 25 years and has no criminal record. However, he's been separated from his family permanently. American politicians have strongly criticized India for allegedly violating international treaties and the laws of other countries by targeting and eliminating its opponents. The killings carried out by India are currently under investigation as potential acts of terrorism. Trent Franks emphasized that everyone has an equal right to express their opinions and practice their religious beliefs. Trent Franks, a former congressman and Republican leader in America, made a statement concerning the case of Nijjer's murder. He advised India to abstain from any plots of unjustly eliminating its adversaries or critics. Bureau Report, Satluj Network, Phoenix.